Today's horoscope and tarot reading from Astrocademy, Capricorn February 18, 2022. Your mind may wander to a fantasy land full of castles and wizards and magic dragons today. You might find that you are putting yourself in the robes of the beautiful fairy princess in the tall clock tower waiting for her knight to rescue her. Observe the fanciful scenario you have created for yourself and see how the symbols and characters connect with your real life. Your imagination is trying to tell you something. You could have lots of bouncy, playful energy today. You might spend lots of time joking around with your friends and colleagues. It could be difficult to concentrate on any work because you're busy having so much fun. Do what you can to stay focused. Take frequent breaks throughout the day so that you can express those light-hearted energies. And promise yourself a reward for completing the most pressing tasks. Today, you could engage in some verbal debates. Your mind will be racing with creative ideas and strong opinions. All of this mental energy has to be expressed somehow. Share your thoughts with a receptive colleague, but don't push your opinions at more stubborn types. Try to adopt a less aggressive tone if you want to avoid a fistfight at the water cooler. If you remain tactful today, you can keep out of harm's way. The lack of time to pursue your spiritual and intellectual interests could be weighing on your mind today. A fit of gloom might descend upon you as if responsibilities of the moment might be way too much for you. Try to step out and be the observer. If a friend came to you for advice with problems similar to yours, what would you tell him? Then take your own advice. You might also want to consider streamlining your activities. You will have to put up with unpleasantness in your private life, being asked repeatedly to take a stance on awkward conflicts. Some decisions may be taken that cause you great pain. Try to see this phase as a chance for inner growth. If you find the right way of doing things, you will be successful. It's a weird time for a date because people have a much easier time pretending to be more than they really are. In fact, most folks do that without realizing what they're up to. Try it yourself. Constantly tempted to seek pleasure for yourself, you don't even consider the thought of sharing intimate moments with another. If this is the way you feel, your attitude may satisfy you in the short term, but you notice something is missing, you're disenchanted. Practice self-restraint, reflect on your conduct. Today's planetary energy is inviting you to examine how you can improve your creativity. You are much more creative than you give yourself credit for. Look for ways to allow yourself to express this side of yourself. It may be a question of scheduling the time. Don't be afraid to reach for off-the-wall, unique solutions to problems and don't be afraid to propose them. In your occupation, as well as with your family, you may not be living up to your potential for self-expression. Failing to give of yourself in your true capacity as a master vibration can lead to complications for you, especially on this day. If you find yourself hanging back, stuck on details, lonely and unable to speak up, you can bet that this is a side effect of not walking your true path in life. Guide, teach, and lead others in the special way that only you can do. This is where you most belong. This is a good day to buckle down and get a lot accomplished. It is likely that you have been putting off facing your daunting box. No more excuses. Today is the day for you to slowly and systematically perform all those chores and tasks you've been dreading. Once you get started, you might be surprised by how much you actually enjoy the process. You will find that there is nothing quite so satisfying as a productive day. Your encounters run smoothly and amicably, like a peaceful flowing river. Family and friends would love to ride this wave with you. You now have the opportunity to resolve old conflicts and hurts and to move forward united. If you are smart about it, you will strengthen ties to your loved ones. You need to express yourself today, especially to the boss or your sweetie or crush. It's easier than ever for you to get your way, but you've got to make your play and take decisive action. Your enthusiasm reveals your zest for life and your passion feels like second nature to you. Pursuing dreams you believe in, you're able to approach anyone you're interested in, give them an invitation or unmistakable encouragement. It's important not to let this opportunity pass. Make the most of any situation. Whatever you didn't get done yesterday, you certainly need to finish up today. Discipline and attention to the sand slipping through the hourglass are themes of the journey. You will find that the more you are able to accomplish, the better you will feel about yourself when the sun goes down. If there is stagnant energy in your life, this is a sign that it is time to get things moving. Don't waste another moment sitting around waiting for someone else to facilitate the solution for you. It's all about taking the initiative yourself. Your tarot reading for today. Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Lovers. The Ace of Cups signifies the beginning period of strong emotional health for you. Expect copious joy, happiness, and love to surround you during this time. Existing personal relationships may strengthen, meaningful new ones are likely to form. If marriage is in your future, you are likely to lay the foundations for it during this time. You can expect to attain a long-term goal if you find the 10 of Cups in your spread. This card has, like the rest of the cups, many emotional undertones. It may signal the mending of bridges between friends or family members you were once close to, if there has been a rift. You may also find that it symbolizes your own inner emotional turmoil being resolved. In reference to marriage, it is usually indicative of lasting emotional bonds. Your first instinct will most likely be to associate this card as representing love, but, much like love, it is not quite that simple. Not only does love come in many forms, but the lovers may indicate important or difficult choices ahead in your life. This is bad, in that the choices it signals are generally mutually exclusive, paths to two very different futures, but also good, in that it confirms that at least one of those paths will take you to a good place. As such, if you happen to find it in your spread, you should consider it carefully, but not fear it. It tells a story of difficult choices, likely painful, but that the correct decision and a positive outcome are within your grasp. Our eyes in the sky. For those of you who managed to make it to dreamland last night, this energy is perfect for receiving messages from beyond the veil. If you had any interesting adventures in the astral realm, be sure to write them down for review later. There is a small chance that you or others could get a little snappish, so remember to connect with your patients if anyone gets on your nerves today. The energy tonight brings a dose of good vibes to your ego and ambitions. The new moon this evening encourages you to think about your deepest desires and goals. Set your intentions for what you hope to accomplish in the coming months, and don't be afraid to shoot for the stars. Once you've taken a moment to connect with yourself and your dreams, take some time to engage with your creative side and any passion projects you put on the back burner. Participate in activities that make you feel happy and accomplished as an individual, and keep moving on your path toward evolution and self-improvement.